Hi, this is Barry. Welcome to the demo of Cisco Dual, Cisco's multi-factor authentication solution. In Cisco's Zero Trust security model, Dual plays a very important role. It verifies user identity and device health at every logging attempt, and it also provides trusted access to all your application. It also provides a very easy and smooth user experience, which I'll demonstrate in a sec. But let's first look at the main interface. So first we'll land on the dashboard, and here we can see some data about the user and endpoints, how many user in total, and how many are bypassed, meaning they don't have to do two-factor right now, and how many are locked out and active. Same thing for endpoint, we can know, a rough view of how many in total and how many are out of date operating system and how much change happened in the last 7 days. And we can also see authentications in the past 48 hours, how many of them have been granted access, which shows a green, and red means denied access. And we can see detailed authentication log down below that shows timestamp of that authentication, whether it was granted or denied, who's the user, what was the application he or she was trying to access, what device they were trying to access from, and what's the choice of second factor. So now let's go into policies. It's very easy to configure policies. We got two categories. One is a global policy, where we can configure the default global policy for all applications. And we configure user policies, device, network, and authentication policies. And if we scroll down, we can see custom policies for individual applications. Like say, for example, LastPass, you'll see the same interface, but this only applies to LastPass. Same thing for other applications, SAML for ASA and Shibboleth. Next is applications. So here we can see a list of applications that we're currently protecting, their name, their type, their application policy and group policies. It's very easy to add another application to protect. Just click on protect an application. You can choose from the list down below, or you can type the keyword there, and then all we need to do is click protect. And for users, for more visibility, besides what we see on the dashboard, we can also see how many users were not enrolled, inactive, deleted, or bypassed, this we'll see, and how many are locked out. And we can also see a full list of users down below that, with name, their username, name, and email if available, and how many phones and how many tokens they have, and as well as their current status and the last time that they logged in. We can easily export this list to CSV, JSON, or we can print it. For device, there's a lot more visibility that we can gain from devices. We can see the operating system, and within each different operating system, we can see how many are considered end of life and how many are out of date and how many are up to date. And for mobile, we have Android and iOS, and we can also create policies from right here. And down below, we categorize them into either trusted, not trusted, or unknown. So unknown could be like either there was no authentication, or it was just not reporting back to the main dashboard. And down below we can see full details of out of date operating system and whether how much change were in the last 7 days or up to 90 days, and same thing for out of date browsers and plugins. And down below we can also see reports. So we have authentication reports where, similar to what we saw in the dashboard. And over here, we can define the time range. We can create a custom one, or we can choose from 24 hours all the way down to 180 days. And we can create very detailed filter as well, whether, and say, for example, we want to see all the denied ones. You can just tick here and it just applies. And same thing here, we can easily export them to JSON, CSV, or print. And there are other reports as well, like single signing on log and telephony, which is the text message that we sent out. Admin actions, which is more like an audit log, and authentication summary, denied authentications, and so on. So for each of the report, we can easily select and print, and we can easily change the time period. So that is in a nutshell what an administrator can do. There are way more options, but I want to show you the user experience as well. So let's say, for example, we're protecting Outlook as the application. The user need to log in. So he put in his email and password and then click sign in. The password is correct, but he will see the dual two-factor authentication page, and there are choices of whether he could use the phone for that, or he could use a tablet, or there could be other options like security key like YubiKey. And if he choose to use iPhone, he could choose from dual push, or call me, or passcode. So let's try dual push first. So first of all, it will send a push to the phone, to the iPhone that we identified here, and the user will see a pop-up on the phone, and all we need to do is click, and it's going to show, after unlock, it's going to show us the full detail of that logging attempt. Who's the user, what's the IP address and location, and what time it was. So hey, maybe we think it's a fraud. I didn't do that, so we can click deny, and this login will be failed, although the password and username was correct. But in the case, if we want to, if it was me and I click approve, and that's it, we're logged in. So this is the demo of Dual. I hope you find it helpful. Thank you.